The Local Government Administration Bill 2025, passed by Lagos lawmakers, received the assent of the governor on May 7, 2025. With less than 2 weeks before the local government election, the House of Assembly received a letter from the State Solicitor General stating that the Local Government Administration Law 2025 should not come into effect until August 4 this year.
The provisions of the law cited in your correspondence, namely sections 27.5, 28.1, 28.2, and 28.4, shall not come into effect until the aforementioned said appointed date.
The letter titled Lagos State Government Commencement Order Local Government Administration Law 2025 elicited reactions from the legislators. Chairman Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs described the message as an attempt to undermine the integrity of the assembly.
The Constitution provides for executive order, but it does not allow it to vary or to reduce the law. The law is more superior to executive order. So this we must abide with. The sanctity of our law must be respected. Just very recently, Mr. Speaker, you talk about us upholding the dignity of the House.
Others wondered why a law that has been made public by the assent of the governor will be deferred by a commencement order.
This law is already made public. So how does the government look? How does the legislative arm defend a law that has already been put out there? Even if you want to change the commencement date, sir, there are applications, there are rules. Even our rules and standing order says it. You have to come back. It's a legislative process. If you have issues, you have to come back to the House, and then the House will now look at amending. By repealing, then we can amend and then push it out again. But giving an executive order, to me, it seems a bit out of place.
The day the governor assented to this law, it has become law of the state. So I think it's an aberration for us to start suspending the law, the execution of the law. We now look like jesters. And how on earth will an executive order overrule the law of the state, of the Lagos State House of Assembly? So I think this is the time that whatever that might happen, that we should have a rethink and make sure that since the law has been assented to, it must take its course.
Speaker Mudashiru Obasa stressed that the process of making law ends with the assent of the governor on the law, and where the governor refuses to grant assent, such law can be brought back to the assembly, but not a letter to alter the law.
We don't want to invite the governor to come and tell us why he has signed commencement order. We don't want to invite, but that does not mean we do not have power to invite the governor, but we limit it to Solicitor General, Attorney General, Director of Litigation, and Commissioner for Local Government with his peers, for them to appear before the Joint Committee of Judiciary and Local Government Committee urgently, immediately, and report back to us by, I think, the House will be sitting by Thursday, so to report back on Thursday.
In a related development, the House of Assembly has summoned key officials from Otoawori Local Council Development Area over a leadership crisis following the death of the council's substantive chairman, Musbau Adekunle Ashafa, and the refusal of the vice chairman to be sworn in as substantive chairman. According to a letter sent to stakeholders in Otoawori LCDA and read by the clerk of the House at the plenary, the council's vice chairman, Karim Abiodun, declined to step in as acting chairman, citing his interest in contesting the forthcoming local government election, scheduled for July 12, 2025.
If he does not want to be sworn in, he should resign immediately and allow the other person so he can face his coming election. If we continue to spend council fund, incurring expenditure, without being sworn in as the chairman of the local government, then he should realize that he is in trouble. So, Mr. Clark, kindly direct letter informing the governor and commissioner for local government, and at the same time inviting the council manager, the council legal officer, and the treasurer, including the local government service commission, I suppose the chairman, to appear before the Committee on Local Government Administration.
Thereafter, The Lagos State Geographic Information Service Bill 2023 was read for the third time, and the Speaker directed the Clerk of the House to forward a clean copy to Mr. Governor for his assent.